Gizmo is trapped inside Clap Center by the evil Gremlins. Your mission? Help him battle his way to the control center and rid the city forever of the Gremlin menace. It's not going to be easy. You'll have to use cunning and wits to survive with only the weapons you find inside Clap Center. Matches, a flashlight, tomatoes, and a homemade bow and arrow. But if you're lucky, the door to Mr. Wing's magic shop may mystically appear and let you buy something very special and powerful to help you. This game has all the traps, mazes, and lightning quick moves to push your skill to the limits. And it has graphics that seem to come alive on the screen. Gremlins. Stopping them is not going to be easy. Don't say we didn't warn you. Gremlins 2, The New Batch from Sunsoft, released in 1990. It was released in Japan as well, known as Gremlins 2, Birth of a New Species. Why a different name? I don't know. Sunsoft released versions of this for the NES and the Game Boy. In the NES game, we control Gizmo through various levels in the building, armed with weapons ranging from genetically modified super tomatoes, matchstick-firing bow in later sections. The goal of the game is to reach the Gremlin Control Center to wipe out all the gremlins inside. You can gain items such as a bow and arrow and matches after each level to aid you. Hazards include spiders, electrified wires, ground-mounted hazards like spikes, and a boss at the end of each level. The Game Boy game was a side-scroller also featuring Gizmo. This version being more of a top-down-ish kind of Fester's Quest-y, Blaster Master-y type game. Since all were made by Sunsoft, it would make sense, right? The Spanish company Toposoft developed a side-scrolling Gremlins 2 The New Batch for the Amiga, the Atari ST, the Commodore 64, DOS, the MSX, the Amstrad CPC, and the ZX Spectrum. Distributed by Irby Software in Spain and by Elite abroad, being the first time a Spanish video game company got an exclusive license from a Hollywood movie to make a video game. The game had featured Billy Peltzer using a wide variety of weapons to dispatch gremlin adversaries. The goal in each of the 5 levels is to locate a specific item required to see the game's good end. High-Tech Expressions also released a DOS game in 1991, but it was poorly received, and the game had Billy roaming the floors of the Clamp Center hunting down the gremlins. Quick note on High-Tech Expressions, we'll be looking at a game they worked on here in just a couple of days. And yeah, it's pretty bad. Gremlins 2, though. Oh my god, is this a good game. Some history with Gremlins and myself. Loved the first movie as a kid. Still love the first movie. Never really liked the second movie. Even when I was a youngin', I realized how silly the second movie was, and it did not appeal to me. The music in this game is phenomenal, as is every Sunsoft game. The controls are great. The graphics are amazingly good for the NES. The cutscenes especially are just phenomenal. It's a wonderful, wonderful game to play. And actually, for being what it is when I Let's Played this for our Halloween special at the website last year, it was actually kind of nerve-wracking playing the game, but in a good way. It was that kind of nerve-wracking you want from an old school NES game. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing it. Also, this is the first game I had ever seen Let's Played by one of our new members at LowBiasGaming, Jade Farrow. So yeah, got a little bit of a history with the Gremlins. And look, if you ever come across this, we know games based on movies usually suck. We know movies based on games usually suck. This one, really fun.